Hello there, Starseeds. Thank you so much for joining me for a spiritual guidance reading. If you're new here, I am High Priestess Lady Leo, and I have a passion for interpreting energies and helping others through their spiritual awakening journeys. If you're returning soul fam, welcome back. I love you. Thank you for being here. To the 267 subscribers, oh my gosh, you make my heart sing. This is just extremely life-changing for me. So I'm so grateful for all of you, each and every one of you that come in here. Thank you for your comments. I've said it before, but I'm just so incredibly grateful. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for all of you, for your support, for your kind words, for a soul tribe, something I too have been longing for quite a long time. And it's nice to know that I'm not the only one going through a lot of these things. You know, I'm not just speaking out into air, to no one. So it feels good to hear feedback from y'all and to learn about your journeys as well. So thank you for sharing all of your experiences and your hardships, your wins, all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly with me, because I try to be in a place where I can be more raw and open and real with y'all and show those parts of myself too. So you're empowering me as well. Thank y'all for sharing all of that, okay? I don't have a whole lot of time tonight. I've been moving slow. I'm exhausted, y'all, okay? So I'm going to do the best that I can. My kids are trying to go to sleep. It is late. I just got off of an Instagram live, so I'm running on a little bit of low energy, but I feel like we need a message, okay? I definitely need a message, so I feel like, maybe y'all need to hear one too. So here I am. Okay, let's dive into it. I've already cleansed and set the space. I am on the carpet, so I went ahead and took care of that so I can stretch my legs out and, have more room to be more comfortable. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Work Your Light deck. See what's going on. See what you need to know, what you need to hear. And I'm just going to be pulling mostly from just the Oracle decks tonight, okay? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. The best and highest messages for the collective. Best and highest messages for the collective, please. Wanting to come out. There we go. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north, okay? You're exactly where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there. So if you've been doubting that or questioning that, okay, Spirit's trying to let you know that, boo-boo, you're right on time, okay? You're not late for anything. You could be feeling like maybe you were behind or late for something. Nope. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay. All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Best and highest messages for the collective. Best and highest messages for the collective. The Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Wow. A lot of you resonate with looking up at the stars. It's like it finds you and you find it in a way. Like it brings you a peace, a calming. Okay, a lot of you could feel like you're not feeling at home in your social circles, at home in your own home. You may need to make a move, okay? Or you just feel this longing to belong, but to belong in a space that you resonate with. It's not just to belong, just anywhere. You're starting to see potential in this journey that you've been on, even though it's been lonely, even though it's been hard. Okay, yeah, following that North Star. I'm feeling like real big North Star energy. Okay, following your path. Double mission, Lightworker, Starseeds. Serve the world by being you. A lot of you are Starseeds. A lot of you are Lightworkers, okay? You can add whatever terminology in there that you want to use for that, okay? You're meant to empower others by answering that call to heal yourself. You're taking the courage, you're having the courage to take action and to go within and really dig deep and do the hard work, even though it's painful, even though it's a lot of it's just hard to look at when we're looking at ourselves. I was talking about a lot about that tonight, but the best way that you can serve the world is by you just being you owning it, You trying to be the best and highest version of yourself every day. You know, that looks different for everybody. It looks different from day to day, and that's okay. But that's how you're serving the world, okay? You are shedding light. You are a light in other people's life just because you are. Just because you exist, okay? Called soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So I've said many, many times, a lot of you are very, very, very intuitive, okay? You have a very strong connection to your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, okay? You have so many gifts, and it's time for you to take the training wheels off, you know, and it's time to step up. You're meant to be a leader, okay? And you're being called on right now. Okay, so a lot of you, if you are in the public eye, maybe you're thinking about being in the public eye, maybe you're thinking about starting a platform or sharing more on your platform. Spirit's really calling you to do that, okay? We could really use your light right now. We could really use more leaders in the world right now, okay? One light worker, one starseed is not going to heal Mother Gaia, right? It's about us rather than being separate, okay? It's us standing together as one, right? So it's time for you to step up and lead. Be the leader that you were meant to be, okay? You're already doing it, okay? That is your North Star, okay? Your calling is higher. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Lots about trusting your path, okay? So a lot of you could be feeling, you know, self-doubt, or you're just so lonely right now, you know? Maybe you're not getting a lot of good feedback on what you're doing or any feedback at all. You know, maybe you are doing the posting, maybe you are sharing and really nobody's really paying you no mind, or maybe it just seems like nobody's paying you no mind. Okay, Spirit's really telling you to hang in there, trust the process, keep with it, trust where you're being led, okay? That's about portal energy. Okay, you could have a lot of light code activations and ascension symptoms right now. We just had 12/12 portal open yesterday. All right, it'll be open until winter solstice on December the 21st. Okay, I do a couple more cards from this deck. Getting good messages from here. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Lots about harnessing your gifts here, okay? So a lot of you are very, very gifted, okay? I don't know if someone is making you feel like you should be suppressing that or not to show that to the world, but now's the perfect time to show it to the world because, y'all, we're finding each other. We're finding each other and we're sharing a lot more, okay? We're coming into the age of Aquarius. Some people think that we're already here in the age of Aquarius. But either way, it's more about communication and the way that we think, okay? Because we're leaving the age of Pisces. You have to think Pisces is ruled by the fish, okay? The fish represents Christ, okay? So we're coming into more of a, rather than the way of Christianity, because that's kind of like the more widespread known, let's just say religion, okay? We're coming into more like we're communicating, okay? Lots also about like healing your inner child, okay? That's coming to me as well. You're going within and doing the healing. You're finding where your traumas are, you know, and you're coming to terms with a lot of things, right? A lot of forgiveness could be happening for yourself, for your parents or your mentors, you know, the people that have traumatized you. You're coming full circle here, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Lots about your authenticity and getting in touch with your inner child, like being very playful and childlike, especially in the way that you dream, right? In the way that you communicate, being very light, you know, light and airy with things. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Wow. Lots about facing that true north. Lots about spiritual really pushing you into being who you really are, showing the world, you know, what's under the mask there. You know, it's almost like I'm seeing a marshmallow, like, take his mask off, you know. Who's behind all this beautiful light? You know, embrace your weirdness. Okay, did you know that the ancient meaning of weird is seer? Is like a chosen one. Ancient knowledge, the knower. Okay? So, just to let you know, definitely embrace your weirdness. Okay? Okay, let's move on to a different deck. I may have to read from the book from this one, okay? Y'all bear with me if you don't like the reading, if that's boring to you. Sabrosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. Yes. You're learning a lot, okay? You've been on this healing journey. You've been learning how to go with the flow, right? Go with the ebbs and flows of life. Now it's time for you to step up and teach, okay? Even by you going and learning something a little bit, that's the biggest way I push myself, y'all. Is like if I want to know more about something, I come up with a class. Like I start talking about it, I start teaching about it, okay? Or I try to be in that type of energy, right? Because it's forcing me to learn and to harness it and to perfect it, okay? It's time for you to step up and lead and to be the teacher that you are, okay? Using your own life experiences. Why? Because you're not reading it from a textbook, right? You have actual life experience and knowledge on how to get through those different situations, and you could be helping a lot of people with that at this time. Okay, we're about to come into a lot of hardships, y'all. We've got big drastic changes coming. Okay, it's going to shake the whole world to the core, right? Big things are coming, so we need as many leaders as, you know, we can to step up and really lead a lot of people who are going to be lost, okay? Because you're already awake, okay? There's about to be like an even bigger mass awakening, and it's going to, a lot of people are going to be confused. It's not good, like not everybody's going to wake up. You know, this is not the easiest journey to take. Some people even, like, you know, somebody commented on my Instagram post earlier today that was like, you know, I just want to go back to the way it was. You know, it's almost like Neo in the Matrix, and what's his name? I can't remember his name, but you know, he's like, God, I should have taken the blue pill. You know, that's how she's feeling. You know, she wished she would have taken the blue pill rather than the red pill. All right, the wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. A lot of you need to take time to rest, take time to recharge your batteries. Okay, you've been going and going and going, and you've been going and going and going for other people. Okay, is anybody taking the time to help nurture you, and are you taking the time to nurture yourself and to recharge your batteries? You know, taking time to rest. Are you getting enough sleep at night? Are you taking time to soak in the bathtub, if that's one way that you relax? Are you taking time to read, if that's one way that you can like slow down and zone out? You know, Brittany, the cosmic intuitive wifey, she was talking in one of her readings the other day about taking the time to put the lotion on when you get out of the shower. You know, are you taking the time to do that? Because even though it's a hassle, right? And it's like, God, I have to do all this, right? But you are pouring back into yourself. You're taking the time to love and nurture your body and treat it with, you know, love, respect, and kindness. To nurture it, to love your body, you know, by, you know, putting the lotion on. Or, you know, how she brought up like going to get her nails done. She doesn't really like going to get her nails done, and I'm one of those people too. Like I don't want to go get my nails done. I don't want to sit there for hours on end. You know, I don't want to have to spend that type of money on something for my nails, right? But when as I've grown, you know, I do want to have, like, you know, be aesthetically pleasing. I like it when my nails look nice, you know, and that's something that she was saying, you know, that goes true for me too. I like it when my nails look nice, especially since my hands are on camera so much, you know. So I take the time to make them look nice. Or, you know, even if that's just, you know, these are just glue wands, you know, just taking the time to glue these on and to change it up, you know, I'm pouring back into myself in that moment. So, you know, some people can say that it's high maintenance, but it's a good thing to pour back into yourself. So whatever it is that you enjoy, okay? It look different for everybody. The Mystic Rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Wow. A lot of you are empaths, okay? You're very nurturing. You're very empathetic, you know, or empathic. You have so much empathy for other people, right? You're very devoted, okay? You've been humbled in many ways, right? You understand humility. You've learned a lot of those lessons. And you're learning not only how to give yourself grace, but you're learning how to give other people grace, right? I was talking about this earlier too. A lot of us have that empath narcissist type of pull, right? We're always finding ourselves end up being, close to a narcissist, because your light irritates their demons, I was talking a lot about how these people don't have any empathy, right? And it's actually really sad when you do the research as to why they tick the way that they do. They are so full of shame for themselves that they can't even look themselves in the mirror, not their true selves, right? They've built this whole exterior wall around who they really are, okay? And they will never let that out. They will never take a look at it, okay? They can't. So you're learning that, sometimes people, that's their journey and you can't help them, right? That's their responsibility to go within and to heal themselves, right? They have to take action on that and they have to want to do it. And they just can't do that. You're going to giving them grace. Like, okay, I see that. I forgive you for acting that way. But, it's time for me to move on. I'm going to give myself some grace too for, maybe falling short of being good to myself and holding my boundaries there. So that's just one example. That's one example that was coming to mind. Just because I've had a lot of people reach out and it's just been coming out in my personal readings a lot about, the whole narcissist empath, those relationships in that pool. Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channeler. Wow. So a lot of you are channelers, okay, or you're writers, or you channel through singing, writing, your art, okay, really getting zoned out. Anytime you can get zoned out in like a real meditative state, bear with me, y'all. It's you can harness not only creativity but your messages from spirit, okay? Creativity is life force energy, and by you being in that space, you're harnessing your creativity. You're being able to go out and create what it is that it is that you're thinking in your dome here, okay? I say that all the time. A lot of y'all are like entrepreneurs, DIYers, artists, whether that's like, arts and crafts types of arts, like working with your hands, or if you're like write music type of artist, you sing songs. Also, it's about getting grounded as well, okay? Feeling safe enough to allow yourself in a space to be creative. Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, humanity. Wow. Lots about healing, specifically like a mother wound, the mother wound. So I'm not really sure if y'all have ever heard of that before. You can definitely research it. I think you'll find it a pretty interesting read. But this goes to talk about more like childhood stuff, childhood trauma and things like that. So children need their parents. Parents don't really need their children, okay? Like literally, the child needs the parent for survival, and the parent does not need the child for survival. So what happens is there's a mother wound there, because the mother, especially if she's not nurturing of the child in the way that the child needs, okay? So the child ends up being emotionally neglected, okay? This is invisible. People don't see this. It's not recognized a whole lot, but it does take a major effect on the psyche, okay? So maybe by you healing yourself, some of y'all's parents are, kind of seeing that and following suit, following your lead for the first time on some things. Maybe this is really slow. Maybe this is really in small ways. Okay, but this is just showing that you're healing. You could even be healing the relationship with your own children, okay? By you taking initiative and healing yourself, you're setting them up for even more success when it's their time to go through their spiritual awakening period, right? You're giving them the tools to do that, something that you weren't given. That's amazing. All right, let's swap decks. Yeah, we are together now. Wow. The song. Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. Yeah. all that past life karma, things that you may not even realize that you brought over. Some of you may be getting in touch, like having dreams, getting messages about past lives, information, past lives. Okay. Clearing old paradigms, old storylines, okay? You're writing your own story. You're being innovative, okay? Tapping into the Akashic records here, you know, really getting downloads on who you are, what your soul purpose is, okay? You're really coming to a point where that's narrowing down and you're getting a clear vision of that. Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. Anchoring, getting really anchored here. What did I say about feeling like safe and secure? You know, really getting grounded. You know, feeling a safety in yourself. And you're becoming more self-assured with things, with yourself, you know. All right, some of you could be struggling with the winter blues. Okay, I definitely am. I always do every winter. Okay, it's just the weather, the cold weather. And it's usually, you know, pretty wet down here in Mississippi. So, my joints hurt so bad during the winter time, and I can't move around as much. I have very low energy. I'm not as social. So I just kind of come more like just this doom and gloom type of, you know, because I can't get around as much and I'm stuck inside indoors, not in the sun as much. I love to be in the sun. So I'm having to learn how to counteract this, okay? I'm having to get grounded a lot more. I'm having to find ways to shift out of that type of energy, you know, and finding a safe place where I can allow myself to be social here online. 2202 on the clock when I said that. Confirmation. All right, let's get one more from this deck. Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Yeah, I've already talked about this. Okay, all these light code energies from this portal. Okay, a lot of you are aligning with Starseeds. Okay, you may want to figure out or try to learn, get like a Starseed reading to see which Starseed you resonate with the most. Okay, like I just learned about Lyrans. So, Witchy Kind of Woman 777, Shauna Lee on Instagram. She popped into my live the other day and was telling me, like, you give me real Lyran vibes. And so I was like, you know, and I know about Lyrans. Like, I've read a little bit about it, but I hadn't really, like, dove real deep into it. You know, I've just known that it was a type of starseed. So, I started binge watching about it, really learning about it, and I do. So, I actually resonate with Arcturian, Syrian, and now Lyran, and I really feel like Lyran's the dominant one. Like, it was mind-blowing. It was, like, very emotional for me. I was crying, you know, just overwhelmed with just the way that it was resonating, you know. So y'all may want to look into that, and you can even start getting light code activation specifically with your starseed lineage. Stellar Gateway activation, infinite potential, manifestation, vortex. Yeah, look, here's that big 8-8 manifestation energy, lots of abundance. Okay, y'all, some of you have like really, really deep-rooted ties to Egypt here. Okay, so I don't know if that's just in your bloodline, like on a DNA genetical level here in the 3D, or if that's like your blueprint, your soul's blueprint, and like your soul's DNA. All right. Shaman, trust in higher forces. Lots about wisdom. This is very, you know, indigenous or Native American here, you know. Got antlers here representing like being really grounded, being very abundant, fertile, protection. Okay, something about time here, okay. a story. Very ancient wisdom coming in. Wow, this is calling to me big time just because of some personal things that have come up. All right, shaman. Yeah, a lot of you are healers. Like your light workers, your starseeds, you're healers. By healing yourself, that's how you become a healer. And you inspire others to heal themselves. Your journey's not perfect. You're not perfect people. I'm definitely not perfect. Telling people all that. I'm telling people that all the time. Do not put me on a pedestal. 62. Yeah, 8 energy. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 is abundance. Trust in higher forces. Here, I'll show you all the card in case y'all see something that means something to you. Trust in your angels, guides, and ancestors. If you have given your power away, claim it back. On the inner planes, all of the shamans of times gone by are helping the human race to understand the complexities of life and the needs of Mother Earth. Many are working as spirit guides to light workers and light warriors. Some of y'all are light warriors, okay? Not that one's better than the other. All the different, terms, the different jobs, the different roles are important, okay? But maybe you resonate more with light worker or light warrior, either or. Take it as it resonates. I actually resonate with light warrior more than light worker, but to each his own. Everybody's got their own journey, their own path. The shaman card brings the energy of your shaman guides to you. Shamans believe that when there was illness or disease, it was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere or a negative pattern had installed itself in them. In trance, they would travel to the underworld to recall this power and remove the demon. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to go do some release work with lower energies or with your lack of trust in the spiritual energies that are guiding you. Lots about putting trust in your spirit guides, in your path, in your journey, where you're at in your journey, where it is that you're going, okay? Extended message. There are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct the situation and come out on top. The shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. Well, I was talking a lot about that earlier with the other cards that came out. Okay. Take risk in the void. I'm just going to read about the void. So yeah, lots about taking risks, just because that's getting a little bit redundant. Spirit really wants you to know to take this risk, okay? You may have to have self-discipline, okay? See the goat? Okay, be like the goat, climbing that mountain, climbing to the top, slowly but surely, determination, persevering, self-discipline, obedience, and the void. 115. 2 and 5, 7, very spiritual number. I needed these messages too tonight, y'all, so I'm glad that I decided to go ahead and make sure that I got y'all a video out. Okay. Hard to see these cards. Void can be deeply uncomfortable. It is nothing, an emptiness that penetrates all aspects of self. We may feel blank. What we were once passionate about feels cold to us. We may not be able to see or sense anything about where we're going, where we're going next. We may enter a void after all that we have known is not what we thought it was. It may feel like disbelief. It may feel like you don't have any faith. It may feel like you don't know what is real and what is not. This is the part we must surrender to. This may also indicate a time where you're questioning everything you believe in, spiritual beliefs, or questioning your significance in the world. When you're in the void, you may have an instinct to fill the empty space. Because we can get uncomfortable here, we may miss some of the lessons. We are taught to constantly push forward. The void teaches us to be still and okay with uncertainty. Trying to escape this space ensures we stay here or return sooner than we would like. You may have instinct to fill the emptiness, but remind yourself that emptiness is a prayer. Okay? Find that light in the emptiness, you know? Pull out your own substance from within. Okay? I think that's... Oh, no. Let's get one from here. Beauty. Denial and summon. Let's see someone on here. We're going to go with beauty. These are really short, by the way. I am Nyx, goddess of night, and you have chosen the symbol to help guide you on this journey. That's not right. They're not in order? Dang. Yo, I'm sorry. I totally messed that up. There we go. Okay. Try this again. Beauty. Every rose has its thorns, and the symbol of beauty reminds you that beauty is never perfect, just as the beautiful experiences you will have will not be perfect forever. When you revel in the beauty that is true, you can look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are already perfect as you are. What did I say? I told you. You're beautiful just the way you are. When you choose this symbol, it is a sign that beauty is all around you. Keep a positive attitude, expect wonderful things, and they will come to you. See yourself as beautiful and know that beauty is not skin deep. It includes qualities that lie well beneath the surface. Look for this truer beauty in others as well, and always look beyond appearances. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, doing it this way is just much faster. All right, then you got summon. Okay. 1 and 3 is 4. Okay, that's stability, protection. When you choose this card, it is the symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. Yeah, this is, I was talking about this the other day, like really taking the routine to cleanse your energy, taking, excuse me, lots of burping. Confirmation. Taking the time to like meditate, at least just for, even if you just start with 60 seconds, just start with 30 to 60 seconds. Just try that and then build up, and every day, you get to a point where you can do 5 to 10 minutes a day, and that's great, y'all. That's more than a lot of other people are doing. At least you're putting forth some effort, right? So yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Denial. Actually, the next card. Yeah, perfect. All right, denial. Not everything is in reach, my child. Sometimes I must create distance between what you want and when or how you are meant to receive it. Consider the wait for your highest good. You are not meant to achieve what you want right now. Keep the faith, or if you wait and show patience, I will reveal some wondrous things later. This is a gentle warning not to get caught up in your desire to reach your goal too soon. Instant gratification. I talk a lot about instant gratification and divine timing to things. You may choose sour fruit that only looks ripe and juicy. In this case, I alone know when the time is right. Patience, my child. You're on the journey. Whether you feel like it's moving too slow, okay, you're not getting the traction that it is that you want, it's coming. Keep pushing. Do not give up, okay? You've got to be consistent and show up for yourself every day, all right? And then people are going to start trusting you, and they're going to start showing up too, okay? But they're not as strong as you are, and they're not leaders. That's why you got to be the one to show up every day, and then people will start following, okay? Does that make sense? All right, y'all. I hope that y'all found a message that resonated with you. Thank you so much for giving me the time to watch. If this video did resonate, let me know in the comment section down below. If you like more daily messages like this, you can follow me on Instagram at Lady Leo Spiritual or TikTok at Lady Leo Spiritual. Always make sure that not always, make sure, but be sure to watch out for scammers, okay? If anybody's reaching out to you, pretending to be me, offering you readings, okay, be sure to report and block. Save your money, protect yourselves, okay? I will never reach out to you to offer a reading, and the scammers are like hitting y'all up hardcore. I'm getting messages, lots of messages every day about all these scammers that are reaching out to y'all, okay? So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information is in the description box below. You have to book through my links, okay? What else? That's pretty much it, y'all. Anything that I've got going on with my stores, all the information will be in the description box below. I don't want to turn this into like, like a sales pitch, but I love crystals. I love, stuff with hair, and I've got my own little stores that I have where I create my jewelry, and y'all have inspired me to start a lot of that stuff just because I love it, and y'all like recommendations on things, so that's why that's there. But either way, I love you, I love you, I love you. Keep facing your true north. Shine that beautiful light, okay? You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, all right? We're waiting for you. It's time for you to step up and lead. Till next time, love and light.